All right, another episode of 10 Minutes with. This time we're with Eythór Ingolfsson Melsted. A mouthful. Good morning, Eythór. How are you?
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
good.
Good
I'm good.
evening. Sorry,
Yeah, it's evening here.
I was just talking to Australia people. I'm all backwards on my time
Oh
zone.
yeah. It's 8 o'clock in the evening now.
Yeah, yeah. How are you at the moment? You said training was going pretty good.
Yeah, everything is going according to the plan. I
Fantastic.
just came home from a workout. I'm about to have a meal now, and yeah,
Good stuff. Well, you're off a pretty good year where you made the World's Finals. You were
yeah,
podium at Magnus for Magnuson. You were invited to the Rogue Invitational, arguably it is the biggest paying show of the year.
yeah, yeah,
But
for sure.
you've been really improving steadily over the long run. Do you feel that way as well?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Every year I show up a little bit better. Obviously, I've, uh, I've, taken the fast jumps a long time ago, so it's a little bit slower now, but I'm always improving.
Yeah, and you've been a guy who's surprised people a couple of years now, where you've made the finals 2 out of 3 years now. How do you think you're going to surprise people this year?
Honestly, uh, I'm just gonna go in there, do everything I can to make the finals, and do better than last time. That's all I want to do.
Yeah,
Improve from last year.
absolutely. Now, what do you think your biggest improvement has been event-wise from last year to this year?
I believe my strength is always going a little bit up. It's not nothing dramatic, but I am stronger for sure, and I am more fit. I'm a little bit lighter. I have uh, definitely less inflammation, so I'm more, movable and feel better.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Let's go back a step because you have a really interesting history before strongman, hey?
Yeah,
Were you in the IFBB?
yeah, yeah, but only amateur IFBB in Iceland. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. You were never like pro.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, gotcha.
Also, my fiance is IFBB pro.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that's where I got confused.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you spent a good chunk of the year going around with her to a couple of shows, yeah?
Yeah, straight after the Rogue Invitational, we went to
Uh-huh.
Spain and Romania.
Yeah, that's awesome. How'd she go?
She placed third in Spain and ninth, I think, in Romania. I might have that wrong.
Sure. That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool. Both of you plugging away.
yeah.
Now, general expectations going into Worlds this year, not like best case scenario, worst case scenario, but just like what do you expect to happen?
Uh, I just want to make it to the finals, really.
Okay.
It's always with Worlds, you never know what heat you're going to get. You never know what happens in the heat. So it's kind of hard to make too big expectations for Worlds because anything can happen. It's a little bit different than other shows.
Yeah, well, we saw that with Alexi in
Yeah,
what was it, 2019 and starting off with Trey.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. 2019. Yeah,
Yeah, there's certain guys where if that's your starting off, then you're in trouble.
yeah. It happened with Alexia, I think, too. And what was it, 2021?
I don't remember. Who was it in 2021?
I
Wait, was
can't
it
remember.
No, it wasn't
Uh,
Tom.
I think Kevin Fairs maybe won him in the stone off.
Right, right.
I might have that wrong, but yeah,
Yeah, okay.
it's just one of those shows where the stone off can really fuck up good athletes.
Yeah, the Stones is just so important. Do you think the Stones are too important at Worlds?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. I
I think
think
it, I think it's not very fair, but it's
how would you
obviously TV
how
and
would
all
you
that.
correct it?
I like the old format better, where it was just the last events were stones, and I don't mind having stones there, but you know the guy in second place can have you know many points ahead of the third place, and he can still lose. That's not very good.
I think it would be cool if you wanted to do the head-to-head stone still, if you were 3 points behind,
Hmm.
you have to do 3 stones before he
Hmm.
has to return one.
Yeah,
And then you go back to back. At least there's
that's
some sort of
yeah,
continuity.
that's an interesting idea actually. Yeah,
Interesting though, Brian was talking about like how someone like him who's really good at stones,
yeah,
you could virtually just cruise in the group stages, lose a bunch
yeah,
of points, come third, and it doesn't matter.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why that's one of many ways we all wish we were Brian Shaw. Let's go
Yeah,
through the heat events. In general, how do you feel about the heat events?
they are good. They are really good for me. I do not have a single weak event in the heat. Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's awesome then. Fits well
Yeah.
with the goal.
Only event I don't know how I'm gonna perform at is the signal finger. I've never tried it, never had the opportunity to train it, so that's gonna be a little sketchy for me.
Are you going to get your hands on one beforehand?
There is not a signal finger in Iceland.
Yeah. Did you see what I had built?
Yeah, I saw it. It was cool.
It's good. Sketchy
Yeah.
as hell, but pretty cool.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Now, is your one of your long-term goals to win World's Strongest Man?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I
And
just
if
all I
if
want to do is slowly climb the ladder. It's just
yeah,
I will end up on the podium one day.
and if you had to guess, you're going to win World's Strongest Man in what year?
So last 2021, I was 10th.
Huh?
Last year I was ninth. This year I
8 years
want
to
to be
go.
eighth. So it's what, 2030? No, I don't know. I've never thought about it that way really.
Yeah, but you just want to keep building, building.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to keep building and see what happens.
Of course, of course. Now, there's a elements of strongman, of course, where we like to be the strongest guy in the room, and there's a sort of macho element to that. But I think a lot of guys get more from the sport than just being able to lift a lot of weight. What does it mean to you to be strong?
Uh, Strongman has given me so much, even though it's not given me a lot of money or anything like that, but it's given me disciplines to be strong in all areas of life, really. You
Yeah,
know, you have to be so disciplined. You have to be able to sacrifice things. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's insane how disciplined we have to be to get to this level.
It's funny because we do, but I think the vast majority of us, you don't really think of it that way. You don't really think of what are you giving up. You more think of just like it's a non-negotiable. That's just what I
Yeah,
do.
yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah,
Most of the things we sacrifice are not necessary things, really. I mean, some of them obviously are, but the majority of the things we sacrifice, I don't regret sacrificing at all.
yeah, yeah. I've got an answer for this, but what would your number one thing that you sacrifice that you don't like to sacrifice? What would it be?
Time with my family.
Do you find that strongman gets in the way of that?
Yes, because they live in the other side of the country,
Okay.
and I'm always dialed in, just training, training, training. So I don't get to see them as often as I would like to, but
Right. My answer 100% is sleeping without the CPAP and the tube. You're very lean. Are you on the CPAP team yet?
yeah, yeah, I've had the CPAP since 2018, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Horrible.
When I
Horrible.
pushed, yeah, when my body went up higher than like 125 kilos, I started snoring so bad.
Yeah.
I was sleeping in the guest room because I also couldn't sleep next to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's the worst. Cool. All right, Eythór. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for hopping on. I know it's late over there in Iceland, despite the good morning. Keep training hard. Stay safe. Very excited to see you down at World's
Yeah,
Strongest Man.
good
And
luck.
let's make it 3 years finals in a row. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
Let's go.
right. Speak to you soon.
See you, man.